G'day everyone, so I've made a Zen with MNK Profile to use with Apex. In this video I'm going to show you how to load it onto your Zen, explain a few things with the button mappings and go through my in-game settings. This isn't going to be a video on how to set up your Zen with mouse and keyboard, so you'll need to have that all set up first. But if you've already got your Zen and MNK set up and you're looking for a great profile to use with Apex and some in-game settings, keep watching because I've got you sorted. Now the first thing you want to do is download the mouse and keyboard profile. You can do that by clicking the Dropbox link that's in the description of this video. Going to bring you to this website here, and you simply just want to click download and save that to somewhere on your PC where you're going to remember. So mine's gone into my downloads folder. Just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to move it onto the desktop. You can do the same or put it into some other folder. Like I said, somewhere you're going to remember where it is. Once you've done that, you want to plug your Zen into your PC using the mini USB that plugs into the right hand side. Open up Zen Studio and you want to come to the MNK settings tab, which will look a little bit like this unless you've already put some settings in. Now from here you want to click this button up the top that says import layout when you hover your mouse over it. Once you click that, you want to go to the folder where you've saved the MNK profile. So I'll put mine on the desktop. You can see it's not showing up. So what you need to do, this little drop down box here, you click on that one and you click the MK Zen layout files, and then it's going to show up. So you double click that one and it's going to load everything up for you. Now that we've loaded that up, we need to have a look at the button mappings. Now I've got everything mapped here the way I like it, but you might play on a different controller layout. Maybe you like to use different keyboard keys for different things that I do. So you're going to have to look at this, use your brain and think about what button does this do in the game and what button do I want to press on the keyboard for that to activate. All right. So for example, I have B, which is slide, crouch or whatever. If you don't use that in the game to slide or crouch, you might want to change that off C. All right. So the way you do that is you simply double click. It's now listening. You just need to press the button on the keyboard that you want to use. So if you want that for some reason to be U, you would press that and there you go, right? If you want to clear it all together, just read what it says there, hold backspace to clear, hold it, and it completely gets rid of it, all right? To remap it again, double click, I'll put it back to C, all right? Now, some of the other buttons you do need to double up. So for example, I reload with X, which I have as R. And then when I go to the secondary one, I have that as F as well, because X is also the pickup button. And I'm personally used to picking stuff up when I play games where I'm using actual mouse and keyboard. I'm used to picking stuff up with F, all right? So I have that mapped to F and also R. That way it just doesn't confuse me and I can press F to pick stuff up, R to reload, even though it's mapped to the same button. All right, so the main point of this is just go through here, have a look at all the buttons. If you like what it's mapped to, just leave it. If you don't, you're going to need to change it. And you do so by just doing what I just showed you. It's easy, right? After that, there is some aim settings, some sensitivity stuff here, but we'll come back to that one, all right? Let's get into some in-game settings now. All right, so here we have the in-game settings. I'm not going to sit here and talk through every single one. I'm just going to scroll through it, and you can pause the video where you need to. All right, now that the game settings are out of the way, we're almost done. Just going to quickly show you what I've been using with the mouse. So once I'm in the game and I'm playing, I'm up here using the 10,000 DPI. It's on 1600 because that's just what I use, and I'm actually using the mouse on the PC. But on the game, they've got it set up like this. That's for me normally on PC. That's for my COD profile, and this is what I've been using for Apex and also recently for a little bit of Fortnite as well. That's the way I've got mine set up. And since I'm on PC, I've got the 1000 polling rate. I believe it's meant to be 250 if you're on console, so just make sure you just do whatever they say with that. And then DPI, I've been using 10, so I'd recommend to do the same. I understand some people have a mouse that doesn't go up to 10,000, so just go up as high as you can. If it's 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, whatever it is, just go up to as high as you can because you're going to be able to change the sensitivity stuff if you want to in Zen Studio. Okay, so by now what you should have done is imported the profile, fixed up any of the buttons if you wanted to change any of those, match all the in-game settings I just showed, make sure you've got your mouse set to 10k DPI or as close as that as you can, match the polling rate to PC 1000 or console 250. Once that's all done, make sure you save this to the Zen. So you want to click this button here, the finalize layout, make sure that's all saved. And then we're going to go back to the game and load up the firing range. All right, so once you've loaded up the firing range, the main part of now is going to be to see how everything feels. We haven't loaded up a script. We're not going to worry about aim assist and anti-recoil stuff now. The main part of this is just to see how everything is feeling, all right? So you want to obviously WASD, move around, jump. Main thing going to be move the mouse up and down, that sort of thing. Move it around. Make sure it's matching the sensitivity that you like. All right, calm down. Bloody hell. I'm trying to have a discussion over here. What's going on? Yeah, all right. Anyway, But yeah, you just want to jump around, move around, make sure everything's feeling okay. If it's feeling too slow or too fast, this is where we're going to make some changes. All right, so whatever it is, too fast, too slow, the sensitivity's not feeling just right, okay? But you leave the DPI where it is. Like I said, get as close to 10,000 or on 10,000. If your mouse doesn't go there, go to as high as it can go, and then come in here and see how it's feeling. Right now, if the sensitivity's feeling a bit off, what you want to do is head back over to Zen Studio. So let me open that real quick. Now, with Zen Studio open, all you want to do is start changing this sensitivity part here just a little bit, okay? Not too much. There's the hip and also the ADS one that you will need to change, all right? So obviously, if it's feeling too slow, you want to turn this one up. So what I recommend doing is going from maybe 13 to 14, something like that, and then coming over here and maybe going 5 to 6, or whatever you want to do. You know, maybe you want to put it up by 5 at a time, or maybe you want to put it down. But this is what you need to do if you want to change the sensitivity. And like I said, depending on how it feels, if it's too slow, we turn the sensitivity up. If it's too fast, we turn the sensitivity down. That's all you need to do, okay? Just make sure you're doing it for the hip and the ADS one. After you've made any changes, all you need to do is click Finalize Layout. Make sure that's saved. I'll put everything back, so that's just the way I like it, okay? And then you simply go back to the game and see how it feels from there. So let me switch this back. You switch back over to controller. You can see down the bottom there, it's all keyboard at the moment, but right, back to controller. I'm going to put my weapon away and, you know, move around normal. See, this is the sensitivity that I like. The amount that I'm moving the mouse feels, you know, fine for me, but it might not for you. So that's why I'm showing you how to change the sensitivity stuff. It's very easy. All right, so once you're happy with everything, all the settings and everything's running smoothly, we can start looking at what scripts or game packs you want to use. If you want to use the Apex game packs that are available, you can do that. You just need to match all of the settings like it asks you to. You can also use tailored drift scripts. It's what I've been using. I know it says it's a tailored drift script and it's made for COD, but the game still has recoil, the game still has aim assist, and those aim assist mods still work. The anti-recoil still works just fine. I've got a few clips at the end of this video that you'll be able to see with everything working together, right? So just to run through the script, I've been using the Scottish Tryhard Retribution, which there'll be a link to in the description of this video. You can download it directly. Now for the settings, all I've been using is just some basic anti-recoil stuff. Let me go over to anti-recoil. And there we are. So basic anti-recoil, I've got that on Legacy. I've been using 9 on the vertical and 0 for the horizontal, and that's it. And then over to the Tailor Assist, I've got that on diamond shape, radius 5 and speed of 40, 5 boosters off. And then also on the Kerouan AA there, I've got tartan shape, 25 strength and 40 for speed. And that's it. That's all I've been using. You might need to put the anti-recoil up or down depending on what weapon you want to use, or you might find a bit of a sweet spot that's a bit different to mine. The point is, you know, start where I have it there, 9, right? And then go and play the game. If you feel like, you know, a lot of the weapons that you're using have a bit of recoil there, then turn it up to 10, 11, 12 or something like that. If you feel like the recoil is too strong, turn it down. You know, it's very simple stuff. Now, not everything's going to be a complete beam. I noticed with some weapons, there's still some horizontal recoil. A lot of the weapons I've noticed with Apex, they do have left and right recoil. So, in my opinion, there's no point using the horizontal, all right? All the weapons are going to go up when you shoot them. So, just use the vertical anti-recoil to bring that back down and deal with a little bit of left or right yourself, right? It's just deal with it. It's not that bad. Now, with rapid fire, I don't always have that on, but if you go into the rapid fire settings, I've got the RPS set to 8. You can see it's off, but what I do have is a rapid fire quick toggle. So if I go over to this part of the script here, there we go. You can see rapid fire QT, quick toggle. I've got that on L2/LT and D-pad down. So whenever I press LT and D-pad down, that'll turn on rapid fire. That way you can just hold it and it'll keep shooting like that. And then I simply press those same buttons and it turns it off. All right, everything's back to normal. All right, so I'll quickly run through a couple of random weapons just to show you what it's like. Like I said before, there's some clips at the end so you can see it in actual gameplay. Just to give you an idea, got some bots. You know, I can't help myself strafing when I shoot, but almost no point. But you can see that's working fine, right? If I pick up another weapon here, I'm not sure what everybody's, you know, favorite sort of weapons are or whatever. I'm just going to pick random ones. I'll just leave it stock. But this one is a burst, so if I turn on rapid fire, okay, and then... Oh, even get a bit more ammo. This one. So for that one, the anti-recoil is a little bit too strong. Like it is pulling down a little bit between the bursts. But it's something like that. You can just deal with it, right? I shot it twice. I realized it's pulling down a little bit. The third time, you know it's going to do it. You can deal with it. You know, you can counteract that and just still have the one anti-recoil value. Right, now moving on to something else. What have we got? Something that's SMG. Oh, do whatever. What's this thing like? Oh, Oh, okay. This thing's a bit different. Let's see. Oh, I left rapid fire on. Okay, that's... I thought that was shooting weird, but yeah, okay, I left rapid fire on. That's my bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, much better. Right, that's that one. Let me have a look at something else. Let's see, what's this? Devotion LMG. Oh, that's the one that like starts slow and goes faster, isn't it? Yeah, this one's a bit... That one's a bit ridiculous. Let's see, Volt SMG. Let's just grab that. Right, shooting well. What else we got over here? Throwing knife. No. I suppose I could use the scout, this thing. That was without rapid fire. Then you can turn the rapid fire on if you want, and then just hold it. And let it do its thing. Alright, I'll turn it off this time. There we go. What else is here? Spitfire. What's this thing? Let's try that. Try some further away ones. That one's sort of pulling down a little bit. It felt a little bit weird there. So this is what I mean by just trying out a few weapons. You're eventually going to find that a lot of the weapons are actually going up, or a lot of them are going down, or maybe a lot of them are actually fine and you can leave it where it is. But if a lot of the weapons you shoot, they are going up a little bit, you might want to turn the anti-recoil value up. If a lot of the weapons you use are going down, you might want to turn it down just a little bit. The other option is using a script that has multiple profiles, or using a game pack where you actually choose the name of the weapon. But I personally can't be bothered doing that. You know what I mean? So I'll just stick with this. Find one anti-recoil value that works pretty well, and then just stick with that. But the main point of this video was just to show you the profile for it. You're on your own with the scripts. You know, use whatever you like. You don't have to copy me. And that's everything I needed to cover for this video. If you do have any questions about it, just feel free to ask those down in the comments. Make sure you check the description of this video. There's going to be a link to the script. There's going to be a link to a few other videos explaining some anti-recoil stuff. So if you are new to Taylor Drift scripts, you'll be able to watch those and have a much better understanding of how the anti-recoil stuff works. There'll also be a link to my new travel channel because I am going away soon. It's just over a week now, so there's not long till I leave. I won't be doing any Cronus videos while I'm away, but I will be uploading some travel videos. So if you're interested in that, check the description. There'll be a link to my new channel. But for now, I'll leave you with a few clips of me using this whole setup. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Subject. Recharging shields.
Hostile close. This time I'm...
Reloading.
Contact with hostile.
Recharging my shields.
Let's go this way.
I downed a hostile. Reloading. Recharging my shields.
Help. Hostile right here.
Healing my wounds.
package coming in.
Shields are recharging. I have materials for this. Taking fire. Down the hostile in Scotty. Taking fire. All father, give me sight. I down the hostile.
Contact with hostile.
Taking fire. Taking a moment to recharge my shields. Reloading.
Void running.
I am taking fire. Reloading.
Selling cookies.
Care package on high. Reloading.